Chasing shadows where the seeds are sown. Fingers tapping on a Ouija board. Broken silence like a shattered chord. Eerie hums in the dead of night. Is it truth?
All right, there we go.
Yeah. I
don't know
have
why
to
this is-
share one to the network, and then I'm
All right.
there.
Well, let me start then by saying welcome to another episode of Things Paranormal Talks. Today we have Ian in our show. Welcome, Ian.
Hiya.
How you doing?
Okay, mate. Not too bad.
Good. All right. What we always do is ask you to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. What got you into the paranormal?
Well, I'm Ian VarrowIan. I'm the lead investigator and owner of Residential Haunting, which is a private case team. Basically, we go to people's homes and give them their home back. So that's basically who I am. I got into paranormal due to the fact that for 11 years I lived in a very active haunted house. And many years after that, I decided to research it, and as you research, you get pulled down all the rabbit holes, and I pretty much realised that there wasn't many avenues for people in the same situation to go to. So I then set up the team, and we've been doing it ever since.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it is.
You mentioned you had lived in a haunted house for 11 years.
Yeah.
How did that start? What happened?
Well, I moved it. Me and my mum moved in with my stepdad when I was 5, and probably within the first few months, activity started. First off, I was asleep one night, woke up, and I thought the family dog was in the room. And I sort of leant out my bed to stroke it and fell through it. Then about a month later, a full-blown apparition at the end of the bed. A man standing there staring at me. Being a child, I screamed. My mum came in. He turned and looked at her and then disappeared. And from that point onwards, over the 11 years, we had just about every type of paranormal activity you could think of. So, and witnessed by many other people as well.
Wow.
Okay. Did you have any malevolent spirits in your house?
Not as such, no.
Okay.
No, which was a good thing.
It is.
It definitely is. Did your mom see the apparition as well?
Yes, she did, yeah.
What did she say?
She tried to now. Oh, you're just dreaming. Don't worry. But she tried to play it down when I was younger, but sort of admitted to it as I got older, and things kept happening. My stepdad was a complete skeptic. Needless to say, he isn't anymore. But he saw a few apparitions of his own. So
It's hard to deny then.
well, yeah. It is.
You can always try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people who do.
Yeah.
Even if they see stuff flying around, it's like, oh, it's the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah. I know the drill. My
Yeah.
mom was a skeptic as well, till she came clean and told me after my grandmother died, she saw her sitting on her bed end, and she stood up and felt on the covers if it was warm over there. And my grandma stood up as well and walked away. So, but we're skeptic. Ghosts don't exist.
No.
Yeah. It's that's normal.
Yeah.
You have somebody in chat.
Yeah, that's JB. That's our team apprentice.
Well, you're the boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss.
Always good
Yeah,
to have
and
the
as
boss in the chat.
always,
I'm
yeah, we have.
I'm the easiest boss you can ever have, to be honest.
I believe you. I believe you. Hi, Noreen. Hi, Kelvin. Nice for you both to drop in. Ah, oh, I had a hard day.
Very, very busy day.
Yeah, very busy
Oh.
and short night. Um, did the activity stop on its own in the house, or did you move? Did came there
Uh, we
people to visit?
we moved away, and my mum actually saw someone that moved in after us, and she asked her, "Did you notice any strange things in the house?" And to my mum, went, "No, what are you talking about?" But apparently, she was sitting in the bedroom one day reading a book, and she said she didn't think anything of it straight away because she had grandchildren. But a boy walked in the room and said to her, "Is it all right if I play here?" And she went, "Yeah, as long as you're quiet." And so she's reading away, and she suddenly went, "Who the hell's that?"
Oh, that's so cool.
That one made me laugh so hard.
Uh,
Hi, Lindsay. Welcome.
Hi, Lindsay.
did you have the opportunity to investigate in the house?
Not yet, but I've been told by a medium that I will be back there at some point.
Yeah.
So, and considering she told me a lot of other things that I hadn't said a word about, I quite believe her.
Okay.
I can imagine you going back there and doing an investigation. Yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
not a
I mean,
medium.
we had with my former cameraman, we went up there one day because it's 5 minutes up the road from me. And we had a video camera. We just sat the camera outside, pointed at the house, and we left it running for about 20 minutes. And when we were going back over the footage, you can hear a voice say, "Can you see me?" Clear as a bell. So,
Wow.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's very good evidence.
it is.
There should be residentials that are like, I need my house cleansed. Come. I mean, it's 5 minutes off. Are you very familiar with doing the residential investigations in your area?
yeah, we've done it for a long time. So that's what we mainly do, and then we do go on public events a lot.
Yeah.
And paracons, of course.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of paracons over at the UK?
Have a few. There's quite a few over here. Yeah, I mean, there are smaller ones, but there's a few big ones. I mean, we've been to Stage Paracon probably 4 times. There wasn't one last year, but I believe there is one this year, and it's always a good weekend. It's a 4-day weekend, and it's always full of stuff to do. So doing an investigation on the first night, and then it's pretty much speeches and parties, basically. So
That's cool. That's one thing we miss over here.
Oh yeah. I actually just wanted to say we really need some paracons here.
Yeah.
We really don't have those.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
And we
very
tried
taboo still there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we tried to do 2 years in a row, and the first year we had, I think, something about 20-25 visitors, and the second year 50. So it's not much.
Yeah, I mean, the Paracon here is usually like 200 tickets an event, and they usually all get sold out. So it's quite
That's
quite
cool.
popular here, even though it's still slightly taboo. I think the good thing over here is it sort of makes the teams more accessible to the public, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a big taboo here, so I don't see that happening in the upcoming couple of years. So we
No,
have to fly over to the UK.
we do. And I think there's an event in September
Could be.
or in July. I can't remember. I've read it on Jacqueline's page.
We'll have to check that out. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that could be to do with Neil. Yeah.
yeah.
Jackie goes to a lot.
Yeah,
She goes to a lot. Yes, she
she
does.
sure does. Yeah.
Oh, I know Jackie.
Yeah, she really does a lot of those events.
Yeah.
Too much for my taste, but if we had only 4 a year over here, I would be happy.
Yeah.
She does
Same.
4 a week, doesn't she?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think every other week she has a weekend of investigating with Barry John, and then another event. I like
Barry's
it.
great. Barry.
Yeah, he is.
You used to do some podcasting with a dear friend of all of us. But I heard you are going to start your podcasts again. Is that true?
Yes, I was in talks with Viv, and I've got an idea looming in the background, which I'm just trying to set up. So, yeah, hopefully some point this year I'll be back. So
Cool. Very
But
nice.
something different as you did with Brie.
yeah, I'm sort of looking at other people's perspectives on the paranormal. You know, everybody's got different opinions, and let's discuss them rather than argue with each other.
Oh
which
yeah.
seems to be a thing over here. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think everybody's got different experiences, and if you don't pay attention to what other people are saying, you're not going to learn anything.
No.
I mean, I've always learned through investigating with other people. So
Yeah. I agree
Yeah.
with you.
That's why Paraunity started to work with each other, to learn from each other, and to change out ideas. And at the end, it was just two sides.
yeah,
The Paraunity, they were bullying the others, the non-Paraunity, and other way around. And yeah,
I find that it happens in pockets.
It does.
And I have a great look. I have what I class as a paranormal network with people I can go to for advice on things that I've not dealt with before, and and vice versa. They can come to me, and it works nicely.
yeah,
I think you just have to surround yourself with people with similar ethics, and you're fine. I don't tend to argue with people in the paranormal field, so.
no. At the end, it's all theory, and we're trying to figure out what we're dealing with, and everything helps. Everything.
No, exactly. And arguing has no use at all. Discussing is a different thing.
Yeah, I mean, what a lot of people don't realise is we don't have proof of the answers. So any of us could be right, and many of us could be wrong.
Exactly.
Just the case of it.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get some proof and scientific proven, but no such luck.
No, I think the problem is science is a bit behind with what we're trying to do.
I
think so as well.
think science doesn't want to go our way.
No, and science is run by a set of rules. The paranormal doesn't follow.
No, definitely not. But I do think there's a lot of evidence that like proves the existence of something else
Yeah.
after death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And yet still people don't believe it. And I'm like, how much proof do you need?
I mean, there are a couple of experiments have been done that some neurosurgeons looked into near-death experiences,
Yeah.
and they've proved that actually happens. So, you know, if guys like them are getting proof, why isn't the scientific world listening to them? You know?
Which is weird.
Yeah,
I mean, we are not taken serious in that regard. And then some surgeons are proving that there's an existence after death
yeah,
or near death experience and what happens after.
Yeah.
And they still don't believe us. And I'm like, but what?
yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Try and
Explain
help
that to
us.
me, because now I'm
Yeah.
They've used science to prove it, and they still don't believe it.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Why?
I don't think science wants to comprehend that they're wrong.
Yeah.
But as history has taught us, the science field has been wrong many times. You know, the Earth was flat. The sun revolved around the Earth, not the other way around. And you know,
Yeah.
until science advances enough for them to realise they had it wrong last time, and now this is how it is.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is with science, when they discover they got something wrong, they don't announce it; they just change it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you didn't see that.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
I'm still waiting for the fact that you know, Darwin's theory of evolution seems to have been put on the question because pigs are the nearest to us in DNA. So how does that work?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah. Most animals don't have that kind of different DNA as human beings. So I don't know. You can put a pig's heart in a human body and the person will survive.
Yeah, but if you did it with a monkey, we wouldn't. So how's that work?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good question.
Yeah, maybe the DNA is too different.
Yeah, one way or another.
Yeah.
But if it comes
That's-
to people, if you prove to people that look, there's an apparition on this video,
Yeah.
doesn't that happen? I can't debunk anything. I think they are too scared to believe that it could be real.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was also another surgeon who had he had a near death experience himself, and he's written a book on the fact that when he was out of body, he went off, and this woman took him off to see his parents, and when they revived him, he decided, right, I know my father had a marriage before, so I have a sister. So he went looking for her, and he met her mother, and she said, well, unfortunately, she passed away a few years back. And when she showed him a photo, it was the woman that was taking him round to see his parents.
Wow,
So, you know,
Yeah.
that's cool. I have to read that book. I want to read that.
Yeah. I think
think that's
there's a
very interesting.
documentary even on Netflix or HBO.
Could be.
Yeah.
You have to send it to me because I need to watch those things. I seriously have to watch those things.
Or you have to stay next time if you're here 2 hours longer.
Always a possibility.
Yeah, I can put it on.
We
But
get
it's-
time enough.
Yeah, it's the same thing. They have proven if they weigh someone who was about to die, And when the soul supposedly leaves the body,
Yes, 13 grams difference. It's always 13 grams.
exactly, always 13
Yeah.
grams. Yeah. And I think if it's proven that there's an afterlife, what about those convicted of something but innocent? They could take revenge.
Possibility.
Yeah.
But I think if you are convicted of something you didn't do and you are imprisoned, you die there. I don't think you want to take the revenge, because I think you're still busy proving you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
me. I mean, it's no use to take revenge. I have a list of people to be bothered, so those people are probably not one of them.
Well, it'd be a shame to behave your whole life just as you get to the spirit realm to go mess it all up, isn't it?
Imagine.
I got a list. Trust me.
Yeah, you could just.
Drowned.
Well,
Yeah,
you were all right until you did this.
yeah, yeah,
Now go back.
yeah.
I'll just be mischievous. I won't be angry.
Nah, I'll
I
just
won't
wind,
hurt people. I won't make you crazy though.
yeah, just wind a few people up. Yeah.
Yeah, so they get scared every now and then,
That would be
wake
funny.
up screaming,
That would be funny.
wetting in their bed.
I'll just go and wind up all those scientists that say ghosts don't exist.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hooga boo booga.
that would be funny.
I can see myself standing there. Ooga booga booga. See what they do.
With the
I
same
think
sound.
Yeah, of
Brian
course.
Cox. Brian Cox would be top on my list, considering he came out and said they proved with a certain generator that ghosts don't exist. And my comment was, well, you're a scientist. You should know you can't prove something doesn't exist. You can only prove it does exist.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah. That's the same thing. It goes the other way around. With the grace of God, I command you to do this. Well, if you have the grace of God, can you show me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring God with me.
Ta-da.
Do you want to see that?
Well, you did send me a small bio, and you were in a documentary, Ouija Dicing with Death. Can you tell more about that? Because I haven't heard of it.
Well, it was on Amazon for quite a few years. A team, Paranormal Truth, that I've known both the guys for quite a long time, they decided to go out and do this documentary, which they asked me to be part of. And basically, they got 9 of the most haunted places in the UK and went with a Ouija board. And I did Pluckley, which is the UK's most haunted village. So we spent a night out in the screaming woods at Pluckley with a Ouija board.
Oh.
Rather entertaining, but
Did you get any responses?
we didn't get any responses. But I have never been in a wood that is so quiet. There's no sound at all. You'd expect wildlife, but there's nothing. Absolutely deadly silent.
Wow.
No birds, nothing.
If someone dropped a set of keys 100 yards down the path, you'd hear it. It was that quiet.
Wow,
That is very quiet.
it is.
And we had an owl that was circling the woods, but it wouldn't come in. It just went round it.
That is
Just
weird.
a thought. Were there any sightings of UFOs, UAPs in that forest?
No, not that I'm aware of, but apparently there's quite a few ghosts out there in that area. One of a highwayman that was supposed to have been beaten to death in the woods.
Oh,
The local pub, the street, the local pub has got activity. They constantly hear a baby crying at night. There's no baby in the building. There's a headless highwayman, a stagecoach, several other guys. I think the reason it's in the Guinness Book of Records is because there's more ghosts per resident in the area than anywhere else.
Oh, wow. That is very interesting.
Yeah, it is.
That would be a every weekend trip for me.
Start saving money.
Yeah,
I'll have to live
they actually do ghost walks out there now, but which is and the pub that was closed down, it's been closed down about 3 years, but somebody's just reopened it, so
Oh, good luck.
that should be entertaining.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have business cards. Just go by. That's my business card. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, well, when we did the woods, we went in there for a meal beforehand, and it was you could feel it in the air. There was something going on there, but
Oh, damn.
Oh,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Are you talking about Epping?
no, it's Pluckley. It's called the Deering Woods in Pluckley, also known as the Screaming Woods, because they forever hear screaming there, apparently.
Cool.
I see a field trip coming for Phil.
Phil has something to do. Bucket list.
Yeah.
Another one.
Pluckley, only an hour from me. It doesn't take long to get there.
Yeah, I'm only flying over for 2 or 3 days, so it's rush hour.
We have to do a 1 hour investigation here, 1 hour there, 1 hour there.
Yeah.
You have to rent a helicopter.
Probably.
I'm afraid so, yeah.
Or I do have to go back.
Yeah, we do.
That's an option as well.
Yeah.
You told you were featured in a book. Was the book about you or about investigations you did?
It was a show I did in America called the Paranormal Prowlers by Tessa Mauro is the host of the show. Basically, we'd been on it 3 times, I think. And she basically got a load of guests and what they talked about on the shows and that, she put it all down into a book. So I've got a whole chapter to myself.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good idea. I'm not going to write a book. Trust me. Don't have time for that. Nope.
That's
Yeah,
a shame.
she just listened back to her shows and wrote it all down and just published it. Yeah.
Very smart.
Dutch.
Go ahead, Mary.
No, don't have the time.
No,
Don't
me neither.
have the time.
I do videos. It's more than enough.
Oh, Phil went there last year on a solo trip.
Very alone.
Very yes.
Very
Better
alone.
than me.
That's something I always say. Don't go alone. I meet people who go alone everywhere, and I'm like, why? Don't do that. It's no good. If something happens, you're alone.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done it, but not on purpose. I used to be a site manager for a school that was out in the country, and the alarms went off one night, 10:30. I had to go out there. It was pitch black, and the place was haunted, of course. So,
Oh my god.
used to be an old farm, and now it's a school. But yeah, 10:30 at night, I'm out in this place. You can hear all things going on.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a different thing. The alarm went off, so you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I get a slap on the wrist for that as well. I'm a woman, obvious. And an alarm went off in the place I worked, haunted as well. But I took my dog. So
I don't have a dog. I could have taken the cat, I suppose, but there you go.
Yeah, but I had a German Shepherd and worked with police, so I felt safe.
Yeah, I can take my dog. It's not gonna work.
Well, if I take my girls, it won't work as well.
Mm-mm.
They're jumping like a kangaroo because they're seeing someone.
Mine is scared of leaves, so
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna work.
No. Uh, did you have any experience in a location which you jump scared or rushed out?
I've never been scared enough to run out of a place, but we dealt with what are classed as a sort of possession and more of a what I would call a spirit walking, and that was pretty scary. Although we did walk out, we dealt with it and went home, but we swore blind we never wanted another one. I spent most of the time there thinking, am I actually going to get home tonight? Because this woman was talking with a man's voice. She was pacing around the kitchen with a knife in her hand. But luckily, our medium got the better of it, so we come out of that one unscathed, luckily.
Uh-uh.
The
Just a question pops up. It was a possession. Did you need the name of the spirit who possessed that woman to get rid of it?
No. I mean, I was in the next room doing a lot of, protection stuff and doing things that would weaken it. The medium was he was communicating verbally with the man that was taken over, and he was talking to her in his head. So he was doing this two-way conversation. And when he saw a point that this guy was weak enough, he sort of dragged him out of her and binded him. So we later found out that a child molester who had just died in prison was a previous tenant of the house.
And he was the one possessing the
Yeah,
woman.
some of the things that were being said,
Yeah.
we put two and two together. I went, yeah, that must have been him.
that is creepy.
Yeah, but how much evidence do you want?
Yeah, I know. We weren't too bothered about evidence that night. I didn't even take the cameras. Once we got the phone call, we just went and
Yeah.
just grabbed the essentials and went. But, we were there quite a few hours trying to sort that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
I think I would be worried to go home in the end as well. Yeah.
Luckily, that's the only one we've ever had to deal with so far.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, so do I.
But what if another call comes? Would you pick it up?
Yeah. Because I'm crazy like that.
We
Same
all are.
If someone comes and legging out of a room and says there's a demonic in there, I'm back in there with a camera. That's just
Yeah.
me. I want proof it is.
Same.
Yeah. Talking about proof, what's the best proof you captured?
Blimey, over the years, we've had caught full-on apparitions on camera. I think one of the best ones that actually stumped us for a while, one of our most active cases, we had the thermal image camera set up, and I was looking through the thermal, and there was a door with a woman stood there holding the door open. And when I actually looked at, you could see the bed with it had tinsel wrapped around it and the curtain, but there was no door there, and who was the woman? So on the thermal, there was a door and a woman holding the door open, and yet there was no door there anyway.
Almost sounds like a portal.
Yeah. We assumed that it was our most active case, and we had 35 ghosts there.
Whoa.
35.
35. There were 2 adults, and the rest were children.
Wow.
There was a workhouse previously on the grounds of the property.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did
wow.
you manage to cleanse that house or that property?
Yeah, it took a lot of doing, but we had 2 mediums on that one.
You have to.
And the man and the woman who ran the place were the 2 nasty ones. The children were their victims, basically.
Yeah.
And they kept, every time we were trying to deal with them, they kept disappearing off. So our medium decided, right, we'll pass the kids over and it'll take their power away. And that's what they did. And all activity ceased.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's a very good ending if it comes to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
They always have to. I hate it when you have spirits that hold children captive. Oh. Those spirits tend not to be happy with me when I come in.
No, they tend to not like me either.
Have you ever been physically harmed because of the way we act when
I've not had physical damage done, but at that case, one of them stabbed me in the back and I actually felt it. I had no physical mark, but I had the pain for about 3 weeks.
Yeah. That's physical enough for me.
Well, yeah.
Hurts like hell.
I never had a scratch on me, but I just had the pain for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah. That is.
Imagine feeling stuck, no marks on your body, but feeling the pain for weeks.
But the funny thing, when it happened, just as it happened, one of the mediums went, "Ian, knife," and I went too late and started laughing. And they actually said that was probably the best reaction I could have had because it took my power away from them.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my god. We call that a love bite, JB. I think that's
You won't be
brilliant.
saying that when it happens to him, JB, will you? Next thing on it, you're in the basement.
Oh, now you done it. Now you done it.
You're going in first.
Question from Phil. To all, what evidence do you feel would satisfy yourself, and what evidence do you feel would prove to science that ghosts are real?
Oh,
I mean, evidence to satisfy me is something I can back up. I like to have stuff that the medium's picking up on, and I like to have it on something else as well. Usually we get it on audio recorders, or he'll say something, and so, one of the pieces of equipment will say the same thing. So I like to have that sort of evidence.
yeah.
But to prove to science, that's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, if we could freeze a ghost into a block of ice and go, there you go, that's probably about the only chance we got, isn't it?
Yeah, or capture it with a proton pack.
Or we get a scientist, kill him, and then go, see, there you are, mate.
They still probably won't believe it.
No. If you have it on video, they say you
I
messed
don't think
with
we've
it.
got a lot of hope proving science. No.
Yeah.
Not whatsoever.
No, they are stuck in old theories.
They sure are.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
As well, you got Tesla, Einstein, all believed in the paranormal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So why don't they
They
believe
did.
when they say they're geniuses?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we have to open a portal. and
And
so,
put them all in it. Yeah, that'd be good.
yeah.
Still, they'll probably. Well, you put them all in there, and as soon as the scientists are in, you let them out and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be
Good
That
good.
could be fun.
riddance. Good riddance.
That could be fun.
Yeah, something like the film 13 Ghosts. We put them in a building and then put them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we let them out.
Yeah, there you go.
Seal the door. Seal the door.
Fix them some glasses. There's a special glasses where you can see them. That's fun.
And they'll tell us they're not there.
Exactly. That would
Yeah,
be cool.
it is.
We have to find out how that works.
We have to try.
Glass is very dangerous for me, so don't do that.
Okay, okay. Well, I put out a post, multiple posts, but you answered on it. Do you reckon that if you come back to a building, spirits remember you and your name?
Yeah, definitely. We used to train at our local cemetery, which is massive. We've got a really big cemetery here, and it's on a ley line, just to add to it. But they knew us by first names up there, and they would actually ask for team members that weren't there. Where are they? What? And it would come through the spirit box. Where's Aaron? What?
That is cool.
That's
Yeah.
not a bit freaky at times,
That is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
I've done the True Crime Museum in Hastings about 8 times, and every time I go back, I think can't beat the last time, and it happens.
Yeah,
That is very cool. Yeah,
it is.
that is very cool.
Yeah, we have some nice comments.
Yes, we do. As someone who goes with him on most of it, if not all from now on, I can confirm they remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Ian is someone to remember. So
they've said his name a few times as well, which used to freak him out.
it always when it first happens to you, it scares the shit out of you.
The first time it happened to me was in the cemetery, and they plain as day said Ian, and I went, "What?" And they went, "Yeah, Ian."
It's cool.
What?
Yeah, I remember in the fortress, I was still sleeping, and someone came over to catch me because they were asking for me. And I said, yeah, right, they're asking for me. So I came into the room, and you heard through the spirit box, there's Mary. Clear as day. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my name shout out once. I don't think they like me. I don't know. That's why I go with Mary. At least we have some responses. Usually don't react to me. They don't like me.
They do. You're nice.
No, I'm too big.
JB's just saying it was on the Frags box. The funny thing was, he introduced himself as JB.
Yeah.
And they actually called him by his real name.
That spirit knows you.
It does.
I love it when that happens. That's fun.
Yeah, it is. Ian, what's your opinion? There's this building, it's haunted, and they tear it down.
Yeah.
What happens to the spirits?
They're still there. I reckon they're still hanging around on the land, so which is we get a lot of in private cases where farmland has been built on, and a lot of the time it's where back in the old days they used to bury their dead on their land, so sometimes these houses have been built over the graves, so that's very common, especially down this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think they leave the area just because a building's torn down.
Yeah. Is it possible that in their perspective, the building is still there?
Probably yes, and like with that thermal image at that case, to
Yeah.
them, the workhouse was still there. That's why we had the door on the thermal camera.
Yeah. Question from Phil. Have you ever had an EVP that has mentioned something emotional to you?
So I don't think so, to be honest. I know I've had stuff come through where it was on a Ouija board. It was my grandfather's aunt came through and she spelt her name out and I'd never heard it. And I had to ask a member of the family, who's this Agnes? And she went, that's your grandfather's aunt. I went,
That
"Oh,
is wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I had a similar thing when Barry John read me. He said, I've got your grandfather here. And he said, he keeps saying the name Henry. And I said, I don't know who Henry is. And when I asked my mother, she said, oh, that's his real name. He didn't like he went by John. Really?
That's new.
But yeah, I don't think I've had anything emotional to me. I've had quite a lot of EVPs over the years. Usually they're talking about the place I'm in or to
Yeah.
do with them. I've never had them sort of divulge into my personal stuff. No.
Mm.
What about equipment wise? What's the worst piece of equipment will you never use again?
Well, generally, if I've bought it, I will use it because I want my money's worth being Scottish. But I'm a lover of the basics, really. I mean, I like to use other stuff to back things up, so I will have cameras going, REM pods, Ovulus, blah blah blah. But I like to to get two things getting the same evidence. So I do use a lot of stuff. I tend not to use the SSL camera that often, only if I feel the need. I suppose my Boo Bear is probably the one thing I don't use a lot because very rarely gets set off. But
But that's the equipment you should use because it doesn't go off. Because if it goes off,
yeah. But yeah, I feel like I spent that money on something that just sits there. I mean, the REM pod will go off,
True.
but it won't.
True. Too insensitive.
Yeah, not enough kids around. That's what it
No.
is.
I
Probably not.
Or they don't like bears. One of the two.
Now, sometimes you need to take a car or a puppet.
Yeah.
Not every child wants a bear.
Yeah, put a REM pod in my car. That'd be a good one. Just drive my car. There you go. Have a go.
You have a residential investigation. Let's put the car in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a RAM pod. Don't whine about it. We need it.
Have you ever used apps?
I have tried a few out. Didn't get a lot of joy with most of them. But the Spirit Wave app seems to be pretty good. it works. It picks up on 5 different frequencies at once, so you can actually hear them having a conversation about you without actually talking to you.
That's cool.
That
Which
is
is
cool.
quite interesting. And we were at a case when I first tried it out. We were on a case, and I asked, "Is there anyone here that can help assist us? Are there any spirits here?" And this child's voice said, "Jack P." And the man of the house, was looking at me, and he sort of went teary. And I said, "Are you all right?" And he said, "Step back." So I stepped back into the room, and he opened the door. And on the wall was it was imprints of a child's handprints and footprints, and it had Jack P written above it. It was their child that had died.
Wow.
So
That-
that was the first time I'd ever used it, and I thought, well, that obviously works then.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly. Cool.
But yeah, I've had quite a few good responses off of it, so I still use it. It's the one that I have kept using.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily apps are wrong to use because it's still the same as a spirit box. It can spit out words which has nothing to do with your investigation.
Yeah.
But people should think about when you use an app, just don't go automatically when they say demon. Don't go like, oh, where's the demon at? No. Does it cope with your investigation? And is there backup in other evidence? And if there isn't, move on.
Yeah. And on the other hand,
Well, I always say to
in-
people, if you hear the word,
yeah,
I always say, if you
It-
hear the word demon, it's not a demon saying it.
no, maybe they think we are demons.
Could be.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Or an old hag.
And considering Zach Bagan gets it every episode, they obviously do think
Oh, yeah.
he's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know one. Get possessed
I mean-
by one.
The whole nature of a demonic is not to draw attention to it.
No, exactly.
So why is it going to say demon?
True.
And if it is a demon, would it spit out the word demon? I don't think so.
I mean, we've been in an area with a demonic, and it's just told us to leave, and that's all it said. And you can feel in the air that there's something very malevolent there.
Yeah.
So we decided to take notice of that, and we went home.
Smart.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely smart.
Very smart. Yeah, there's some demonic entities that were like, I will not let you know that I'm here until it's too late.
yeah.
But usually they just tell you to get the hell out of there. And if you don't, then yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the bravest one when it comes to the paranormal, but I ain't stupid.
No.
Yeah.
I know-
If they say leave, I would probably leave as well.
I would probably first ask why. And if I notice in energy wise it's going to be bad, I'll probably gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just looked at the look on my medium's face, and I knew it was time to go.
Oh yeah. that usually works as well.
Yeah. It does.
Hmm.
We have another question.
Yeah, it's from Phil again. Have you been to Clapham Woods in Surrey? I went, and at a point I felt physically sick. Have you ever felt physically drained or ill on an investigation?
I've not been to Clapham Woods. I've been near there, but I've never actually been in there. Yeah, physically drained. On a lot of our private cases, it does take a lot out of you, especially when you're dealing with stuff that doesn't want to go. Because you've almost got a fight on your hands to try and get the situation sorted out. It's a battle of wills most of the time. I know we've come out of houses sometimes, and I've had to leave the medium alone for a couple of weeks because he's just completely drained himself. But yeah, it's a constant thing when you're doing. It's different when you're going on an event and just investigating a place, but when you're trying to resolve a situation, you do get drained. It's a constant thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're usually drained for at least 3 days.
absolutely.
It's like you drank too
Sleep a
much
lot.
over the weekend and you're like,
Yeah.
excuse me, what?
Paranormal hangover, as they call it.
Yep. And no chocolate helps, and no Red Bull, nothing.
Mm-mm.
But it brings you home
It
for
does.
sure, for sure.
Phil says Sussex Clapham would, sorry, duh, brain, lol, face, fucks you, wide eyes.
That's yeah. I mean, I've slept for 15 hours straight after one. So
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. You have over there tons of interesting locations. Is there any locations which stands out for you?
stands out for me. Well, the True Crime Museum would be one because we always get stuff there. We did 30 East Drive. I've spent 3 days and nights at 30 East Drive. That was entertaining.
Okay.
It wasn't to the extreme that they said in the film, but we had just weird little things happen that you just could not explain. Keys jangling in the door when nobody was near it. I was 10 foot away from the door, and we all stood there and heard the keys jangling in the door. The little girl's voice. We had 2 police officers while we were live streaming, because we live streamed from 7 at night till 5 in the morning, and 2 police officers knocked at the door and said, "Oh, we were just passing, thought we'd come and see what you were doing here." So we showed around the house. We came back downstairs. We stood in the kitchen, and one of them had just said, "Oh, I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in anything." And the other guy told us a joke, and we all laughed. And when we stopped laughing, a little girl laughed in the hallway, and they just went, "Did you hear that?" And I went, "Yeah, you're a skeptic."
That's fun when that
So,
happens.
yeah,
It is.
they promptly left after that.
I wonder why.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah. Warwick Castle was a very good place to do as well.
Okay.
A lot of activity there. The security guard wasn't happy to lock up after we left. But, especially as they dragged him in the dungeon earlier on in the night and asked the spirits if they knew him, and they said his name.
I quit. Bye.
Probably. And did you visit any locations linked to the Hellfire Club or whatever?
No, I haven't yet. It's definitely on my list, though. There's quite a few on my list, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And have you ever been overseas?
Not investigating, no.
Hmm.
But it's something I intend to do when I get my passport renewed.
Wow.
I've top of my list is Waverley Hill Sanitarium.
Yeah, that's a good place.
Mm.
You just have to beware of the bats.
Yeah.
That's all right. Used to
That's all
that.
I heard. No, but they get mistaken to be a spirit, and they're not a spirit; they're a bat.
Well, I think you should be able to notice a difference.
Yeah, in the end. I don't know if it's in the heat of the moment, though.
Well, yeah. Depends if it's one of those flying foxes from the Philippines. You might have a trouble then. But,
I think it's not
That's
that. I think it's
big.
not that big.
Yeah. You have to duck.
Wing in the face.
What
yeah,
about ancient ramen? Have you been there?
No, I did have the opportunity to go there. I couldn't make it.
Oh,
But just a big handful of all the people I know have all been there, which is annoying.
yeah. He passed away, if I'm correct.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I think his daughter now runs it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last I heard, his daughter is the one renting it out.
okay. So it's still open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can still go, Shane.
Yes, we
Or,
can.
yeah, you'll soon be able to go to the cage as well, because that's been bought by Amy's Crypt, so that's now reopened as a haunted location.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Cool.
After the last people who bought it were intending on living there, but they never actually moved in.
I wonder why.
Well, I wanted to say that.
I actually said when they bought it, I went, good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. I know when you're skeptic, but still.
Yeah, the first hour we were there, I think half our equipment, the batteries went.
Wow.
Whoa.
So luckily, I took a load of chargers with me, so I managed to charge all that stuff up. But
yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, expensive place to live. With all the
we put
electricity.
even our phones, we put them on the dining room table.
Yeah,
Everything went dead. And
Wow.
when My House Was Haunted, Chris Fleming went there. He
yeah.
found an altar under the floor, right under the table.
Wow.
And I went, well, that answers a few questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. But wow.
Yeah.
Never leave batteries there then. Not a good idea.
That was the evening that made me decide to buy everything rechargeable.
Yeah.
I still have to do that. I keep telling myself just buy everything rechargeable because it's way too expensive to get all those batteries.
I went out and bought about £200 worth of rechargeables in one hit.
Well, it works.
Yeah, it does.
You get your money out of there.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and heavy duty batteries.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
You need them.
I have them.
I still need them.
Yeah.
And they're not heavy duty enough. They go empty like blah.
Yeah.
Buy shares in Duracell.
I might want to do that, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. What's the most funny experience during investigations you had?
Funniest. Oh. The funniest things we ever have is probably our apprentice JB. He keeps saying things that come out as innuendos, and everyone takes the mickey out of him. But and even people at events do it to him. But funny things that happen on events. We've had some weird things happen on events. We did a house once. They said in the child's bedroom they had a unicorn rug. And it had disappeared. They couldn't find it anywhere. After we resolved the problem in the house and did a cleansing, we were driving back and they sent me a message saying the rug, they went back up in the room and it was in the middle of the floor.
Oh,
wow.
So wherever that came from, I do not know. The funny things happening on cases, I think I have a knack. I can creep round places without making any noise, which often makes a lot of people jump. So that's quite amusing. Not
It
to
is.
them,
it
to me.
is. It is.
But I managed to come down a creaky staircase without making a noise and frightened MJ Dixon to death. Because she opened the door at the bottom and there I was, stood on the bottom.
So next time we talk to Jackie,
I don't think I've done it to her yet. But yeah, I've done it to a few people.
That's funny. That is so funny. I used to do it at my job. People were talking, and every time I walked by, they were quiet, but I knew they were talking. So I took my keys and I sneaked over and I said, I heard you. So they jumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I always wear Reebok Classics. And if you know Reebok Classics, they've got foam soles, so they don't make any
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
So I can walk around anywhere without making a noise.
Yeah.
Oh, the other funny thing, Warwick Castle.
Yeah.
We were upstairs. And it was pitch black, so we're walking down with our camcorders in night vision. And I came round the corner, I come face to face with a mannequin. I nearly went through the ceiling. And then as I was standing there getting my breath back, my cameraman came round the corner and did exactly the same thing.
those things are very funny.
Yeah.
That had to be one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah. I still don't get it why they put mannequins in haunted locations. Don't get it. Phil, above the Hellfire Club is Dashwood's mausoleum with the urn, with the heart in it. It meant to still beat. He went there and saw a most strange, drifting dark mist. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Did
Yeah.
somebody not nick that urn? I thought I heard that somebody had pinched it.
Can't remember.
Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything about that.
There was something with an urn and a heart, but can't remember.
JB says his funniest experience was when you got your butt slapped on an
Yeah.
investigation.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think where that was now. I think it was the Mint House. Yeah. Got my backside slapped. So I was like, who's that? There was nobody near.
That is fun.
Always better than to get groped.
Oh yeah.
I think the most unexplained thing I've ever had happen, we were at a place called Kent Village, which is at the bottom of Bluebell Hill, which is notoriously haunted. But there's a village there which already had haunted buildings there, but then they bought other haunted buildings into the village from other places. And I had my chain on with a crucifix, and 3 times in the night somebody moved my neck. The 3rd time it was seen and caught on camera as well. And when I got home, I went to take my chain off and it was on back to front, which I would have had to have taken it off, turned it around and put it back on again, which I hadn't. And I'm right-handed, so I can't undo it with my left hand. So
That is weird.
my chain he swapped around, so that was quite amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Oh yeah, I got slapped on the backside at a private case. That's right. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. And it was removed. I think it's about the urn.
Yeah.
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 Too bad.
Yeah, I'm sure I watched a documentary on it, and they said that they don't know where it is.
Maybe it's on Epstein Island.
Could be.
Yeah.
You never know.
They have so
It's
many
probably
memorabilias.
There's probably a pub in Ireland's got it on the bar. They don't realise because somebody got drunk. Yeah, look what I got. Yeah, put one.
Yeah.
Very good possibility, yes.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look what I found.
Did you get that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I
found
just
it.
found it.
Garage sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out of questions.
Yeah, so I was looking at the bio, but no, you asked everything already.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah. Well, then we at the end of the show.
Yeah. If people want to follow you, where can they find you?
We're on Twitter under Team Res Haunt. We're on Facebook under Residential Haunting. Also get our website, which is residentialhaunting.com. And they'll follow me again when I'm back on Simply Spooky, which should be fairly soon, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that because you have to share that out as well.
Yeah.
I still follow Simply Spooky and I share out Vivian if she's on. So as soon as I get notifications you're on, I will share out.
Okay. Lovely.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube?
I do have a YouTube, but there's not much on there because of being private case. I don't post a lot.
No,
because
I
it's
know.
confidential, but there you go.
Yeah. It's also
Oh,
residential
There's
housing.
a few videos on our YouTube page that are quite good.
Yeah. Well, I tag you in this live. Tomorrow I send you a link for cooperation and people can follow you on YouTube if they decide they want to follow you.
Yeah, okay,
Exactly.
brilliant.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ian.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
It was an honor.
It was fun.
Oh, yes, definitely was. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Everybody in chat who participated, and of course, JB, say bye to the boss. And thanks so much for joining and participating. And we will be back next week with the mischief. And I have to watch the Mary because I don't know anymore.
Oh my God.
Hey, I got the flu. I don't know things anymore.
Yeah. Next week we have Paranormal Mischief.
All right. So next week, Paranormal Mischief on a Saturday. If I'm correct, or is it the Wednesday? No, I don't remember.
It's Wednesday. On Saturday, I'm in Germany for a concert.
I'm going back to bed.
Yes, you do.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Paranormal talks. Behind closed doors it walks. Do you hear it? Or just the clock?